Hey guys, Sam here with Plains on the Prairie. Today we're in Lidgerwood, North Dakota to cover this Bell AH-1F Cobra. So this one is 15769, so built in the fiscal year 1967. So the AH-1 is a designed attack helicopter. AH stands for attack helicopter. The Cobras first flew in 1965, and they were produced from 1967 all the way up until 2019. And currently they're still in service with some armies and air forces across the world, such as Jordan and South Korea. The U.S. retired them in 2001, and a lot of them are still in civilian use around here. They were initially designated the Bell 209, which looked pretty similar to the AH-1, except the fixed skids were actually retractable initially. So during production, they had the skids. As you can see, this one's in a U.S. Marine Corps markings. There isn't a lot on Marine Corps Cobras, or at least normal Cobras. They used G model Cobras up until 1971. So from 1967 to 1971, the Marines used the G. And then they transitioned to the J model, which is a Super Cobra with two engines. So you can tell this one is a single-engined F variant, and an F is also were converted over to Gs. This one is one of the original F models. There was about 150 of those produced, and then another about 350 were conversion into G models. So this one has some different armament, and we're going to go to the front of the helicopter to talk about that now. All right, so the Cobra was typically armed with two 7.62 miniguns in the nose here, or in lieu of that, they could use two 40mm grenade launchers, and they could also configure to have one of each, one of both the grenade launcher and the minigun. And if they were to have both, the minigun would actually be on the right side, just due to the feeding, making the feeding of the gun itself a little bit easier. Out on the wings, you could be armed with seven 70mm rockets, which are those little pods there on the inboard side. Or you could be armed with up to 19 70mm rockets as well if you're using the M200 launcher. This one is the M28 launcher as well for that one. And you could also have minigun pods out on the wings. So there's a lot of different weapons platforms you can really use for the AH-1. So it was a pretty diverse platform for that. And now we're going to go around to the other side and talk about the AH-1's role in Vietnam. All right, so the Cobras arrived in Vietnam in 1967, and while there, they peaked over 1,000 operational AH-1s. And in that time, from 1967 all the way up until the end of the Vietnam War, there was over 1 million operational hours for Cobras. Total losses were about 300. Those are both due to combat and accidents. And they were used effectively in other operations down the line throughout the Cold War, and all the way up until 2001 when the U.S. Army retired them. So again, we're in Lidgerwood, North Dakota, another small town in southeast North Dakota. We do have a lot of Cobras around the area, a lot of Hueys as well. We're going to be doing a lot of these helicopters as well. I know we haven't put out a lot yet. It's just logistically wise, we haven't found many. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you coming around. And if you have any kebabs you want to see from us, let us know. Any other aircraft, just if you know a buddy with an airplane, just let us know. We'd be glad to check them out. And again, we have stickers for sale, so be sure to message us about that. We'll be happy to hook you up with a few. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. This is Sam signing off with Plains on the Prairie.